Hello, this is the Xbox 360 and because it's already almost 10 years old, today I will clean it and replace the thermal paste so it will be fresh at least for a couple more years. Opening the Xbox 360 is a bit more difficult than its competitor, the PlayStation 3, so it will require a bit more patience and a bit more focus. My Xbox 360 is still sealed and was never opened, so the teardown process will be a bit difficult because we'll have to break the sealed plastic rivets. I'm using a filler gauge but can be used any other tool that fits the same purpose in this situation. I take off the hard disk and I will do the same as I did on the other side. Now here are the plastic rivets I was talking earlier, and I actually have to break them because they are somehow sealed with the Xbox frame. This requires some patience, but it's not that difficult. I'm not worried if they broke, because otherwise it's not possible to open the console, and this doesn't affect anything. It's more just a way to see if the Xbox was ever opened. These are the rivets I was talking about, and as you can see, they broke. For taking apart the frames, I'm using curved tweezers, and again, any other tool may fit the same purpose. I recommend something curved because it will be easier to unlock the clips. There are 6 large clips on the side with the Wi-Fi card and 5 large clips on the side where is the hard disk rack. After removing both frames, I will unscrew the Wi-Fi card. For this I'm using a Torx T10. Now I'm removing the seal sticker and I unlock these 2 clips near the Wi-Fi slot. Here comes the tricky part. I'm using the same filler gauge to separate its covers. It bent, but I don't mind, because if I would use a more sturdy tool, that could damage the plastic covers, and I don't want that. With the top cover removed, there are a few black screws, and with the Torx T10 I unscrew all of them. I remove the back shield and the front cover, then the last side cover. With the T7 Torx I unscrew the on and off switch board so I can take it off. I unplugged the DVD-ROM and I put it away, then I removed the cooler cover. For taking apart further, there are some remaining screws and I'll remove all of them. Once all removed, there's one more screw which holds the hard disk rack, then we're ready to remove the motherboard. This is the less tricky part and maybe the most annoying, the famous X-clamp. There are various methods to open it. I hate all of them, so I'm using a small flat screwdriver and I have to be careful to not scratch the motherboard. I completely disassembled the cooler so I can clean it better. After I consider it clean enough, I put a drop of lubricant oil. That should help. Now I'm ready to apply the thermal paste. All parts are clean, so it's time to put everything in place and assemble the Xbox. Somehow it's much easier the assembly process than the disassembly. Now I put the screws for the cooler and all other grey screws for the motherboard, excepting the 5 black screws which holds the side cover. This screw is the last grey screw which holds the hard disk rack. The 5 black and long screws for holding the side cover. I put the shield back in place, the Wi-Fi and its screw. And now I put the frames. As said at the beginning, the frame with 6 clips is on the side with the Wi-Fi card and the frame with 5 clips is on the side with the hard disk drive. I put the hard disk back, its door and the Xbox 360 is done, cleaned with a new thermal paste and ready to go. Thanks for watching.